Guys, as a YouTube content creator, we're sometimes stuck between a rock and a hard place because generally we like our audience to leave feeling good. We like to leave you smiling, a degree of laughs, some entertainment. I have a strong feeling today none of that is going to be a part of this particular conversation. Okay? Keke Palmer, I need you to come step forward to the congregation. I want to have a conversation with you as if you were sitting in the room with me right now. What is it that I'm talking about right now? On my Instagram at @TheRealMTR, I did a reaction to a repost that got a lot of attention. I got a lot of ire from both my community and those outside of my community, responding to a recent viral post from Keke Palmer. Let's watch it real quick, and I'll come back with some comments.
Booties matter. My son gave me some ass. I'm my own boss and I got my own cash. I don't need a nigga, only thing I need some bad.
Hey, Keke, listen to me. Shut the f up.
Booties.
Now, let me pause the video right here and just say, I know that's a little bit off brand. What you guys are used to. Probably in this video, I edited out the F-bomb, but on Instagram, I left that sucker in. Because that's what I really felt like at that particular junction. And I'm going to talk to you guys why I felt like that at that particular junction after watching this content. But let's rewatch this just to make sure you guys understand kind of what is going on. I want to make sure that we are on the same page. Okay, let's listen.
Matter.
Now, she said right there, I cut it off a little bit. She said, little booties matter. Okay, let's keep on watching.
Son gave me some ass.
My son gave me some ass. There's a bunch of people that's down to the comment section like, uh-oh, is Keke Palmer incestuous? That's not what she meant by that. She didn't mean like give me ass from my son in a sexual way, you heathens. What she meant by that is I had a baby, therefore my ass got fatter. Okay, it's generally what happens because they gain weight. Oftentimes when that happens, it also goes down into their stomach as well. But that's another conversation for another day. Let's continue to listen.
I'm my own boss.
I'm my own boss. Uh-oh. A bunch of people down in the comment section was like, oh shit, I didn't know Keke Palmer, let alone did music, but was on some feminist I'm a boss type ish. Well, she is. Let's dig down deeper and further. Pause.
Said I got my own cash.
And I got my own cash. Okay, she does.
I don't need
I don't need a ninja. Now, mind you, this video right here was filmed at what's called the Broccoli Fest. You can look it up for yourself. There's an assortment of artists. Keke Palmer was one of those artists. Now, this comes about a week and change removed from the viral video with her and Usher, her going up on stage, cheeked out, hugging and loving and kissing up on Usher, while her baby daddy sat up at home and took care of the child. Him then talking specifically to the issue that he had with her. And I talked to you guys, like I think he did it from a weak beta male position that really had no value in it, but that's what he chose to do. So he's got to live with those consequences. So she is now coming out with these particular lyrics as a show of solidarity for the sister code. But we're going to break it down just a little bit more. Only things I need's a bag. Does she say anything else? No, she says nothing else. And then I get into my comments. Also, I forgot to point out right here, 70% of black children are raised without fathers. This is why. And I think that this statement right here couldn't have been more accurate. And listen, before I go in, yes, I do understand the context of her playing a character from a show that aired like 4 or 5 years ago or some bullshit like that. But let me tell you guys that it doesn't matter, nor do I care. Why? Is the show's character on the back of the concert screen, or is it Keke Palmer's name? It clearly shows Keke's name, so that must mean to me that this is a component of her brand, her feminist ideology, her lack of care of black male image, her lack of care, of family image, that she is associating these words that she changed, by the way, in order to continue to jab at her baby's father. I'm gonna be frank and honest with you guys. Watching this type of content come from black celebrities is so disappointing, especially black celebrities that had a background like Keke Palmer. See, if this shit was coming from a Sukiana, for example, there's really not much I can say about that, because all she's seen is struggle. All she's seen is trauma. And it just oozes out of her pores. But when you have a child actress that grew up performing in Nickelodeon, who is often thought of as the darling of black female media, continue to propagate these ideals of boss bitch, these ideals of I don't need no man, these ideals of fuck it, it's Father's Day, happy Father's Day to me, even though I am of an XY chromosome, is absolutely the most dastardly shit that we have going on in our society today when it refers to black culture. Please name for me any other race on this planet where the women consistently, over several decades of time, continue to destroy the image of their counterparts, of the men in their community. Is it whites? Is it Asians? Is it Indians? No, it's blacks. And y'all sit back and sincerely wonder why so many men in your community are vacating the premise, whether it be within the country or being passport bros and leaving the country because they watch content just like this. I bet you there's a goddamn formula within this. Every time one of these videos go viral, 50,000 black men say, time to go get my passport. Because there is open slander that is accepted. That's what's the crazy shit. It's accepted. You think any of these other communities would accept this shit? You think the Jewish community would stand up and accept the women in their community talking so ill, talking so negatively, talking so dastardly regarding the men of their community? Do you honestly think that they would allow that? Of course not. But you know what they do allow? Conversations regarding community building, relationship building, wealth building, real estate. You see, that type of content brings families together, enhances culture, whereas this type of content continues to separate, continues to divide, continues to tarnish the image of those that you require protection from. And you sit by idly and you watch it happen. Perpetuating a thought narrative, continuing the ideals of being strong and independent and I don't need no man is a fad. Your favorite actress, your favorite rapper is appropriating components of your culture, the absolute opposite of things that are needed for strong families, for strong community. They are appropriating those things to sell to you. We talk ad nauseum on this platform time and time again, these single ass aunties chilling at the barbecues with no man in sight because they sunk their fangs in the content like this and continue to walk around with it like it's a badge of honor. Your sassiness, your attitude, your masculine behavior, your inability to want to even understand how a man thinks, how a black man thinks, will continue to leave you guys destitute and alone, while still complaining while other races of women, both in the country and out of the country, are getting the men that you say that you want. How, on God's green earth, do you continue to publicly humiliate black men and expect black men to just absorb the humiliation and say, oh, you're right. You don't need me, queen. Here, let me get on bended knee and submit to you. I don't need to be the leader of my family. We've taken a look at where the black men have ended up after 70 plus years of you leading the household. Yeah, never mind wanting to get the man at the head of the household again so we can continue to instruct discipline, consistency, boundaries, and framework. Nah, bump all of that shit. Let's continue to put your irrational and emotional brains on the forefront so these young men can continue to be out of control because you don't know how to turn a boy into a man. Yeah, let's just continue the cycle, but it's okay because at the end of the day, as long as your bank account gets better, then why does it matter? So yeah, just as I said in that video, Keke, shut the fuck up. The sooner that you guys begin to understand that the bigwigs at these record labels don't give a shit about you. You know the matrix that Andrew Tate talks about? This is a large component of it. They don't give a shit what y'all do with y'all future. They don't care. Listen, I was in the Dominican Republic not too long ago, right? Now, some of you may not know this, but I got particular range, right? What do I mean by that? I can hang out with bougie people and I can hang out with ghetto ratchet people, okay? It's the way that I grew up. I was exposed to a lot, okay? I was hanging with some of my ratchet friends that I met down in the Dominican Republic. They came from the tri-state area. They were playing music. When the song Pound Town came on, see, when Pound Town comes on for me, you know, my pink, my booty hole brown, like all that shit. When that song comes on for me, to me, it's a parody. No one should be taking this seriously. Literally, it's like back in the 90s when Weird Al Yankovic used to come out with a goddamn parody song. To me, it's the exact same thing. But these lovely young ladies, when they hear Pound Town, oh, they take this shit serious. There's no laughing. There's no joking. The song comes on and they all start dancing and straight facing the song. And I sat back and I thought to myself, is that like, while some people look at content like this strictly from an entertainment perspective, other people look at it as a means to an end. They watch influencers and they are influenced by them. How can we expect anything different? And if you do not come from a strong family structure, and we know strong family structure is a two-parent household within the Black community with a 70% illegitimacy rate, then these young people are using this content to be influenced by. And what the crazy shit is that this influence is a fire starter for the continued division between Black man and Black woman. And it's just so sad to see. And I will say this, to try to cap off this video with a couple of my quick thoughts. I know this is not all Black women. So Black women, all 22 of y'all that currently continue to watch my channel, why do you guys sit idly by and allow this type of content to be normal? Why are you all not speaking up regarding this? Is the sister code so thick that you can't break through the matrix programming to say anything against the content that you are constantly exposed to? This is a complete sickness in media that continues to show and paint Black male image or Black family image in this division state will be the downfall of us. You can continue all that y'all want to blame all these external reasons and sources for why you're down bad or why you're single or why don't you have money. Oh, it's the white man continuing to hold me the fuck down. Oh, it's the police. Oh, it's slavery. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's fucking that. I'm tired of hearing all this victim shit complaining when there are some clear and present issues, which is leading to a large component of the mindset which never brings us together and then has nothing to do with any of these external sources. We are the only race that continues to be at odds ends with each other. Let's break the cycle. Let's stop the bullshit. And until we can, fuck Keke Palmer and anyone else that continues to appropriate components of my culture for the dollar. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tourism reviews at gmail.com. What you guys think about this goddamn video here today? We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We'll post this one up. You know what I mean? And we'll see where it goes from there. But I think conversations like this, while controversial, they need to happen. And the sooner that they happen, I think the sooner that we can diagnose the broken bone so we can set the fracture on the way to proper healing so we can improve going into the future. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!
You don't want to see me get vexed, boss. on your phone, tell a man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. That bars, need a fibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight gap. I'm reminded of mine